Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mani from Team Evlogia. You all know the theme for World Environment Day this year is Beat Plastic Pollution. And European Union last week has decided to ban all single-use plastic items. And plastic drinking straws are one of the major contributors to plastic pollution. We from Team Evlogia present organic drinking straws made out of fallen, dried palm leaves. Our deal is very simple. Evlogia sells organic leafy straws to coffee shops, food and beverage outlets at a price point of 40 euros for a pack of 1,000 units. Our beachhead market is leading food and beverage chains and luxury hotels who, on an average, use 100,000 straws a month in India. And in our beachhead market, we will clock a revenue of 2.5 million euros, after which we will go on expanding to US, Europe, and to the global market, which is estimated to be 1.7 billion, including the Tetra Pak single-use straws. Leafy straws help our customers to satisfy the regulatory compliance against the usage of single-use plastic and to maintain a greener brand image. A special version of leafy straw, made including the midrib, is strong enough to pierce carton boxes and can be used as Tetra Pak straws. This is a feature that is not available in any other plastic alternative straws as of today. Leafy straws can be made in uniform size and also the custom size as the customer wishes. Leafy straws are priced at 40 euros for a pack of 1,000 units, whereas the other plastic alternatives are priced all the way up to 140 euros. The organic leafy straws are readily compostable, and they can stay intact in fluids for hours together. They won't get soggy or disintegrate, unlike paper straws. This is how we make our product. We will make leafy straws in a cooperative model. The women from rural coconut growing India will be involved in the production process. They will convert these waste, which is the fallen dried palm leaves, into useful leafy straws using the proprietary tools and technology provided by us. Our intellectual property include 2 patents, and the cheap or literally zero-cost raw material available in abundance, coupled with ease of production, makes leafy straws a highly scalable alternative to plastic. We provided samples to about 28 customers, restaurants in India and US. They all are super thrilled. And everyone is asking, when are you going to deliver? They are all ready to purchase immediately, as they are all actively seeking to replace plastic. And they are happy with the price, and they are satisfied with the quality as well. So our production cost is about 20 euros, and we will be selling it for a price point of 40 euros. So with 50% margin, we will clock a revenue of 1.2 million euros in our beachhead market. Our key drivers include to keep the cost of production under control and to identify and reach a right set of customers. This is a climate impact. So the production process of 1,000 plastic straws emits about 2.4 kilogram of CO2, whereas the same amount of leafy straws emit just 5 grams. That enables us to prevent 144 tons of CO2 emission in beachhead market. This is just a direct contribution. There is also an indirect contribution. These waste, agriculture waste, that is the dried leaves that are fallen on their own, are often burnt at the agricultural sites to get rid of. This is one of the biggest air pollution problem that India faces, that the burning of agricultural waste. By converting this waste into a useful product, we avoid burning, and then in the process, we eliminate even more CO2 savings than what is mentioned here. This is our team. Myself, Mani, I'm the CEO of the company, and this is my second startup in the agriculture technology sector. And Dr. Saji Varghese, who is our innovation lead, he has many patents to his credit. He takes care of product development. And Mr. Yogesh, he's also a serial entrepreneur. He takes care of branding and digital marketing. Together, we dream to replace all plastic straws with organic alternatives. We will generate a revenue of 100 million euros in next 5 years. In the process, we will generate rural employment and promote at least 1,000 women micro-entrepreneurs in coconut-growing South Asian countries. Together, we want to show a role model of how to run a responsible business. Say no to plastic and save the world in every sip. Thank you.
I think you deserve a drink.
Thank you.
Try it.
It works.
It's great. It is. I actually love that branding. It says, save the world in every sip. Yeah.
Thank you.
Save the world one sip at a time. Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, questions from the jury. Kirsten?
I have a question around treatment. So I'm assuming there's a process to treat the leaves to get them to this. What is involved in doing that to the extent that you can reveal it, and what is that carbon footprint?
I mean, in terms of treatment?
Yeah.
The processing of the leaves, you meant? The best part of this innovation is that apart from boiling, nothing else is needed to be done. What I found out was it has its own epicuticular wax, which is carnauba wax, which is very healthy. And I found out that after I boiled it for 45 minutes, the wax comes on the surface, and it gives it a very shiny and hydrophobic quality. And that was exactly the quality needed for a straw to work.
Does that mean you're dependent on a particular type of leaf?
We are exploring on various kinds of coconut varieties, and we found out that there's a variety called West Coast Tall, which has higher wax content. But otherwise, it works with every palm leaf.
Okay, thank you.
I noticed you mentioned that there's a cooperative model that for sourcing, and there are multiple cooperatives I'm sure that you can work with. But in scale, I mean, historically, cooperative models have worked well in smaller scales. They've not really worked in production scale for large mass markets, especially consumer markets like the ones that these would apply in. Have you thought about that? There's a divergence between what you're trying to do on the one hand from a cooperative point and a very large consumption market.
Yeah, so we thought about it. We also have interacted with the women self-help group in India. So there is a unit called Kudumbashri in a specific state of Kerala in India, which has a huge amount of coconut trees. So they want to involve the women self-help groups, the women who are attached to those self-help groups in the production process. Plus in Karnataka also in the district of Mandya, so we kind of had a discussion with Entrepreneurship Institute of India. So they are ready to give at least 30 women entrepreneurs to begin with, and they are ready to sponsor the infrastructure also. All they want us to kind of train them and provide them the tools and technologies and then involve them in the production. So the way we want to do it, actually, so most of the coconut farms are in the rural area. So we will involve them in the production process, and we'll take the produced straws to a centralized location. We'll take care of quality control, packaging, and then the sales part.
One more question. Yeah,
looks like your product is a mass market product, and in your targeting, you're only looking at the hotels, the chains.
Yeah.
Doesn't that limit you?
Because, no. Very good question, actually. Of course, our ultimate aim is to reach out the global market. But the reason we want to target the high-end chains right now is because of the price point. Because though we are calling ourselves as plastic alternative, our ultimate aim is to even the price point to be matching to plastic for everybody to use, actually. So right now, the price point is kind of matching to paper straws. So that paper straws is affordable, at least in developing countries like India, are only for high-end chains. So when
Thank you.
Thank you.